What is goody, everybody? It's your boy Kenny Chow. We are back on the Chow Media channel, man. Another reaction for you guys today. Man, what can I say, man? We got Flight reacts before they were famous. Now, a lot of you guys been hitting me up to react to this one. I'm excited to react to it because I don't really know Flight like that, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I just really hoop with him. I met him about maybe now less than a year. I know he's been in the YouTube game forever, so I'm really excited to see his background, how he got started, and all that good stuff, man. So if you haven't subbed to the channel already, be sure to go subscribe right now. Let's get into the video, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened?
How does Flight
What?
make that face, bro? How does he make that
What?
face?
What happened? Before Flight Reacts would inspire a Steph Curry meme that went so viral that even Curry himself hopped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, look at Curry, man. Just trying to do
Sports
great
Center
things,
and
you
everything.
know what I'm saying?
That was
Hey,
lit,
we gotta
bro.
look at this
That was
at
amazing.
times, man.
That was
Trying to do great
amazing.
things,
I ain't even
you know
gonna
what
lie,
I'm
that was
saying?
amazing.
Facts, yo.
Yeah, look at Curry, man. Just trying to do great things in the world, you know what I'm saying?
That was amazing,
Hey,
bro. That was
man,
amazing.
This is just
Yeah,
inspirational,
look at
bro.
Curry, man.
Bro, I'm gonna watch this quick clip for like
You know what I'm
5
saying?
minutes, bro. This is inspirational, bro. I don't
Yeah,
care
look
what
at Curry,
anybody
man.
says,
Just trying to do
dog.
great things in the
This
world,
is
you know what I'm
lit.
saying?
Before Flight Reacts
Facts.
would have over 250,000 followers on Twitter, almost 400,000 followers on Twitch, close to 1 million followers on Instagram, and over 4 million combined subscribers between his two YouTube channels at the time of this recording. Before Flight Reacts would start dropping banging rap tracks of his own.
What you heard, Gucci with the Robin James. I done made $1 million, now I'm ready for the 3.
Flight Reacts has been around for a minute creating viral content for YouTube and other platforms. Now my man's been holding down the fort since the early part of this decade, which
Facts,
is actually around the
bro.
same time that I
Facts.
first started this channel as well. He's a brother from another mother, I tells ya. Now the kid, he has blown up off his reaction videos from anything like trick shots.
Ooh! I'm so sleep. He got the sauce. He definitely got the sauce. How did he do that? Look how little room he has.
Bro, this dude
Look how much little room
perfect,
he has.
Flight. Come on, man.
Bam! Bam!
This dude perfect.
It's time to eat. Let's fire up the grill.
To women judging his looks.
Flight Reacts.
Yeah, you know the name, girl. But I don't know what's so funny.
And with his bigger than life personality, well, he's
Hey,
taken the
Cash.
internet by storm. And that's without even mentioning the series of content he posts involving sketches, basketball players. There's pranks, there's basketball players, there's video games, and yeah, well, even more basketball players.
Facts.
Now, during hard times like these, when the world doesn't have any sports, well, at least we still have Flight Reacts holding down the fort. Now for this video, I was actually able to get in contact with the man, and he helped me out by answering a whole bunch of questions. So this one is kind of like a collab video.
Calm your horses, but who's ready to go? Because I am, bitch. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden back at it again with a brand new Before They Are Famous, and this one was
Hey guys, I gotta admit too, man, Flight has been carrying us through quarantine. This man's been grinding. This man's been doing his thing, bro. Like, you gotta give it credit when credit's due, ladies and gentlemen. Like, Flight's that dude right now. He's in his prime.
by you guys.
He's in
a
his
whole
prime.
bunch of ya. Now in the past, we've done similar videos on the likes of Chris Smooves, Corey X Kenshin, RDC World, and Love Live Surf. Now, of course, this show, it works off requests from you guys, so you gotta let me know who's next in the comments down below. You can also hit me up in the DMs at McCruddenM or at the number down below. But text me. Stop calling me. I can't be getting any sleep because you kids keep blowing me up. Just text, all right? Now let's get into this video. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Flight Reacts was born Kamani White on August 7th, 1995 in Washington, D.C.
Is that Flight's real
Now,
name?
Flight, he spent the
Kamani White? Do you guys know that? Can y'all leave a the comment down below if that's Flight's real name?
first year
Kamani
of
White.
his life living in the D.C. area, but at the age of 1, his family would pick up and move to West Palm Beach, Florida,
Okay.
where he still lives to this day. Now, Flight's dad, he worked as a wedding photographer, while his mom,
Yeah, she lives
stayed
in
at home
LA.
and held down the home front. He also has one sister who he's extremely close with. Now, Flight's parents, they were always supportive of his goals, and their hardworking nature, it inspired their children to stay focused and to keep out of trouble, at least for the time being. we're not there yet, because he does get in trouble. It's a little later in the story.
Usually, I'll always have the camera anywhere we go, but the way my parents are, they're very private with their lives, so unfortunately I will not be able to get nobody as soon as we get out this car on camera. But when we finish, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna check in with you guys. Hopefully she don't, you know, boo-boo herself too much or get too shaky or make, you know, herself look way too bad than what she's trying to make herself look. I'm trying to let her know that she has nothing to worry about. My parents are very welcoming people. They're old school, you know, they're really not people to just like really fear. Like, they keep it real just like every other parent.
That's not the point. I never met parents before.
Growing up, Flight's top 2 priorities, they were basketball and music. His biggest influences were Allen Iverson, Snoop Dogg, Fabulous, Chris Smoove, and of course, Stephen Curry.
Hey, look at Curry, man.
Oh! That was a pass! Bro, that was a pass, bro! I've never seen that!
At first Flight, he attended school at Liberty Park Elementary from kindergarten to grade 2. He then moved on to Chloe Lake Elementary from grade 3 through 5, before arriving at Okeely Middle School for grade 6 through 8.
Okay.
Okeely? I guess it doesn't sound that strange. Whatever. Florida people. No Flight, he found elementary and middle school.
Hey, look at my man. Look at Flight flexing. Look at Flight flexing. Hey.
Gangs, there were fights, there were drugs, and violence that intersected with his daily life. Now, he was bullied a lot in grade 4 and grade 6 because of trivial things like the type of shoes he wore.
Really?
Officer, I got one question for you.
What are those?
One day while walking home from school in grade 7, while Flight, he was jumped by a gang and attacked. Now, it turned out to be a case of mistaken identity. The intended target was someone else who just looked like him.
What? Flight got jumped before? Damn. Dude, what? That's crazy.
Well, the damage had already been done. To make matters worse, well, his dad, he also lost his job around this same time, and he was out of work for close to a year. Now, at this point, everything in his home life, it was becoming very difficult, and Flight, he took it out by acting at school like a punk. He would get into fights, he would run his mouth at the teachers. He'd basically just turned into the guy he's not today. You know what I mean? Like a troublemaker. Like a prick. Like a kid with a chip on his shoulder. You know, it happens.
Okay, if you pass it, which means in her terms of passing, it's a D, which actually technically is a passing. If I get a 60 or higher, she's not gonna call my mom. If I get an F, she's gonna call my mom right after. She said I was gonna be the first one out of 35 degrees.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I got a 78. I didn't get anything higher than a 75. That was my highest test score on a math quiz or test that year, dude.
But Flight's next
Go
chapter would
crazy,
come to define
Flight.
his life to this point. Now, Flight's mother, she transferred him to newly built Palm Beach Central High School, and it was her hope that the school would offer her son better influence and keep him out of trouble. Now, her gambit, it paid off in the 9th grade. Flight joined his first and only basketball team. It was something he deeply enjoyed doing, but unfortunately, midway through the season, he got a high ankle sprain and he couldn't play in any more games.
Let's go, Flight team.
Hey. Oh.
During the downtime, he spent healing while
What?
Flight was depressed from not being able to shoot hoops and partake in one activity that was keeping
Is that
him off-
cash? What the heck? That's cash, bro? Sheesh.
streets. And, you know, like
That
out of
boy
trouble.
Cass glowed
So
up.
He started smoking weed during that summer, heading into grade 10, and as this habit picked up, well, his grades, they began to drop. His GPA, it fell as low as 1.6, and he was rendered
Damn.
ineligible to return to the basketball team because of his poor academics. Now,
Fudge.
Flight, he tried to fill in this hole in his life by taking on part-time jobs. So first he got a gig working at Steak and Shake, but he soon got let go from that job for showing up at work high all the time, and then he would mess up everyone's order. Next, he tried his hand at working at Chick-fil-A, but that gig, it didn't turn out any better.
Oh my god, there's no way.
mess up everyone's order. Next, he tried his hand at Jake, but he soon got let go from that job for showing up at work high all the time, and then he would
Flight pulled up high to his job. Man, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I know, look, back then, weed was looked upon really badly, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a medicated drug, you know what I'm saying? Like, people with, you know, diseases use weed to help them, you know, throughout the process and stuff like that. So I always look at weed just kind of like it's medicated. If you use it for medication and, you know, ease up your pain and stuff like that, I ain't got nothing against it. But if you abuse it and you're showing up to work like that, that's when it gets, you know, that's when it's bad. That's when it's bad. And you shouldn't abuse the medicated drug like that. It's kind of tough that he did that, but it is what it is, man.
Order. Next, he tried his hand at working at Chick-fil-A. But that gig, it didn't turn out any better. Now, Flight, he was out of that job in 4 months' time. Now, it was during all this that Flight, he first came by the handle that the world would one day call him by. Now, as he continued to attend most of his classes in the 10th grade high, well, people around school, they started dubbing him as Flight because he was always on flight. You know, whenever they saw him, the guy was high as a kite. So Flight, it makes sense. Now, as difficult a moment as it was in Flight's
Hey,
life,
man, but
well,
this man's never changed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give him respect for sticking to who he is. Like, he's been like this, hey, since forever, bro. Like, you got to respect that. People, you stay true to yourself until people, like, appreciate who you really are, you guys. Like, if they don't love you for who you are, then, you know, you got to move on and find the people that really do appreciate you. That's how I see it, man.
In disguise, because with all this downtime, well, he started gaming a lot more and watching YouTube, where he fell in love with content creators like Chris Smoove. Now, watching these videos, it inspired Flight to create his own content, and when he realized that someone could take a hobby and actually make a career out of it, well, the guy was on a brand new path.
I actually started off YouTube about 4 years ago, around that time, and my original account was called Mr. Big Boy 305, and when I had first made a YouTube account, I actually didn't start off making videos. I actually rather did NBA mixes and did tutorial mixes on just different things in life.
Now, Flight would hold off on chasing his dreams until after graduating high school, which came a little bit later than it does for most. Now, with his low GPA and after having failed his FCAT reading state test, well, it took Flight well into his 5th year at Palm Beach Central High School to graduate. Now, Flight, he worked his off to get those numbers back up and look respectful.
Trippy Flight.
And he worked hard enough that he was even accepted into Palm Beach State College.
Nice,
good for
bro.
him. Which he attended for 1 month before he dropped out to pursue the career that he knew was already calling his name. Now, working off his own muscle, well, Flight, he got his YouTube channel, Not Your Average Flight, and Flight Reacts off the ground and soaring. Sorry for the pun, but I just had to. Now, at first, a lot of his content, it was video game related. We're talking 2K and NBA Live.
Not your average.
Nice.
Flight coming at you, and it's time to get right. Coming into a My Team game, road to the playoffs.
Bro, that's cool that he went to college, man.
Sorry for the pun, but I just had to. Now, at first, a lot of his content, it was video game related. We're talking
where did
2K
he talk about?
and
How long did he go to college?
That he knew was already calling his name. Now, working off his own muscle, well, Flight, he got his YouTube channel, Not Your Average Flight, and Flight Reacts off the ground and soaring. Sorry for the pun, but I just had to. Now, at first, a lot of his...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are deciding to go to college right now versus kind of pursuing your career, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to college, you guys. I graduated. I even had, you know, my dream job that, you know, I'm not even in it anymore. So, you know, my best advice is try it. And if it ain't for you, you know what I'm saying? Move on and find something you love to do, man. Because you don't want to waste any more years of your life. Like, life's too short. You got to be grateful every day. But I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm just saying if it doesn't work out for you, you don't think you see a career in it, you're going to do something for like that for the rest of your life, do something you love, man. Chase your dreams. It is, you have the resources and the technology and all that today to pursue your career and chase your dreams and do what you love every day, man.
Content, it was video game related.
So credit to Flight for doing that back in the day.
And NBA Live.
Not your average Flight coming at you when it's time to get right. Coming into a My Team game, road to the playoffs. Adjusting my lineup. I'm looking at his lineup. His lineup's looking a little iffy. And my lineup's looking a little spiffy. Let's see. You can't judge a book by its cover. So, hey, well, the game will determine who is a better team.
But it was the videos in which he put his personality front and center that really began to pay off her flight.
Can I get a Netflix and chill for anybody lost in the world? I hate talking about stuff like this, man.
Before he knew it, Flight was a bona fide YouTube personality and pulling in hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views on the regular. Now, Flight's clout had exploded so much so that he even began dating rapper T.I. from Taylor Girls throughout 2017 and 2018. And this was a relationship that he documented heavily on his channel.
Wow, I did not know that.
Forehead.
Wait, I lick your forehead or you lick my forehead?
I think this is for both of us. When it's a dare, I think it's for both of us.
Ooh.
Okay. That was the most sexiest lick I've seen.
What?
The Flight's come up and has been so prolific that he's also got fans out there who are looking to make sure he winds up on the Golden State Warriors.
That would be crazy if that happens, man.
Favorite player of all time, Steph Curry. Man, I don't know if it'll happen. I guess if there were a season for it to happen, this is it. I mean, there isn't even an NBA, you know what I mean?
Hey man, this is just inspirational,
look at
bro.
Curry, man.
Well, I'm gonna watch this quick clip for like 5 minutes, bro.
Hey, we need to make that happen, you guys. For the culture, we need to get Flight somehow like court access or floor seats or something at the Warriors game, man. Like you got Curry saying Flight's go-to phrase. Look at Curry, man, so inspirational. Like, we need to make this happen somehow, ladies and gentlemen. Petition. Call the Warriors. We need something, man. Something.
I don't care what anybody says, dog. This is lit.
That is
Even
lit.
if it's only for a 10-day contract during a season that's been more or less canceled, well, I still think he'd take it.
Facts.
And do you think he's got a shot in hell? Let me know if you think so in the comments.
There's no way he
below.
has a shot,
Be
but
interested to hear
it'd
what
be
you
lit
guys
to
have
see
say.
Flight in a Golden
That's the
State
rest of the story.
Warriors
Well, I think I'm
uniform.
going to wrap this one up here because this is before they're famous. My name is Mike McCrudden, but you already know that. Thank you so much to Flight Reacts for getting back to our questions. We hope he shares this video so more people can find it. And you guys got to let us know who's next in the comments down below. Also, if my hair's wacky, it's because I can't get it cut. There's nothing I can do. And I'm filming these videos all by myself. There's no one working the camera, no one working the audio. And we do this every day. So I'm falling apart here, people. All right, I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!
Hey man, that was dope to see. Honestly, I learned a lot about Flight. Hey, this man's been grinding. He's been doing this thing. He chases dreams at an early age, you guys, and that should be a message to you guys. If you guys have a dream, you guys debating whether to go to college, or find something you love and make it a career. I would say really just chase your dreams and do that versus go to college. Unless college is your dream and you love it, you want to do what you do out of that, prosper in it, then do that. But at the end of the day, chase your dreams, follow your goals, do what you love, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to go subscribe. Link of this video is in the description down below. I'm gonna catch y'all later next time. Peace.